I don't know if you want me to get into advice here, but one of the other major mistakes I get when people send a reel that they're specifically, I'm always like, if you're going to make a reel, make it commercials. If you've got a British accent that can fool me, then maybe put one chunk on there of 10 seconds of that. But otherwise, it should be just you talking, you being intimate, you being happy, you being deadpan, but still you, because you don't want to get to the end of a commercial reel and have the producer go, well, what the hell was that? Who was that guy? I heard about 12 different people in there. So my advice is always, first of all, it should never be more than 90 seconds long. If you can't show a producer what you can do in 90 seconds, they're never going to hear the last 30 or 40 or extra minute or two, because it's going to go delete.
I never make it to the end, even on a 60. You've made a decision in the first couple seconds, usually, if you're going to keep listening.
Pretty much. No, and I hate to say it, but I'll listen to someone's entire reel just to give them feedback. But I know within 30 seconds whether this person has an ice cube's chance in hell of doing anything anytime soon.
Sure.
If ever.
Sure. And then they obsess about the last spot. Man, that's gravy. You got your first three is where you got to kill them.
Yeah. I know. You know what? That's perfect. That's exactly what I say. I put your first, second, third spots, 1, 2, and 3, and your fourth best one is the last, and everything else is really kind of unnecessary. I mean, I'm serious. I say 90 seconds, and honestly, that's being really generous. If it was me, and again, my demo reels, I don't even know how long they are, because quite frankly, I didn't put them together, and I mean, I haven't updated the things in 10 years, I think. So I'm very fortunate in that regard. But I still audition. I mean, and that leads me to my next piece of advice. If you have a good demo reel and you're working and you're making a little money here at commercials, then you've got what you need to know to realize you have some talent and you might be able to compete in this incredibly competitive field. So if you want to then start branching out and saying, well, I also do character voices, and you have access to audition for character voices, which pretty much you don't if you don't live in LA or have an agent in LA, then I'll go ahead and put together a character reel. Major mistake, 3/4 of the reels I get is they put together 3 minutes of them recreating SpongeBob, Tony the Tiger, Fred Flintstone, Ed, and Eddie, Yoda, whatever. Okay, why? I'm not dead. If they need Yoda, they're not going to have an audition. They're going to book me. I've been doing it for 20 some years. They have a Fred Flintstone. God knows they have Tom Kenny still doing SpongeBob quite happily. So if they tomorrow need to do another episode of SpongeBob, they're not going to listen to demo reels and see if we can find a good SpongeBob, as long as Tom sounds like him. So all you can do when you fill up an animation reel, a character reel with sound alikes, is just show that you're really not as good as the originals, because I can guarantee you your SpongeBob is not better than Tommy's, and it's not as good as Tommy's.
Now, so this is coming from a guy who's taken over for some other people, so that's saying something.
I have, but I don't pretend that you can lay me up. I do ADR work for a lot of Morgan Freeman's trailers and some other projects, and when you listen to it, people think, yeah, that's Morgan Freeman. If you butt me up against Morgan Freeman, you'll be like, well, no, that's Morgan Freeman. That's a good imitation.